Kindly check the logo on my shirt, Premier Bank, of course, Kenya Limited. This is a place where all your banking solutions are. If you are running a small-scale business, an SME or corporate business, look no further. Run to any branch at Premier Bank Kenya, and I want to tell you, all your financial and banking needs will be sorted. The customer service is world class. The business service is outstanding. It's completely incomparable. And any question you have, I want to tell you, you'll get the answer. So why wait? Run to any branch of Premier Bank Kenya. And I want to tell you, you'll have a smile. Let's come to today's topic. And the topic is the nature of God in a man and how we can activate that nature. I am a firm believer that we are all created in the likeness and image of God. And this means that after God created everything, like the skies, the sun, the moon, the waters, the sea creatures, and every other thing, the plantations, He said, let us create man in our own image and likeness. And I believe what that meant was He decided that of all His creation, He's going to set aside one of His creation to carry the material of Himself while here on earth. And there's something which God said after saying, let us create man in our own image and likeness. He said, let them have dominion over the earth and over everything which is on earth. Meaning, now this particular creation which God decided to create, which is man, which was to carry the material of Himself, of God, like gave this particular creation, man, the ability to dominate over everything. Meaning, it was like God creating an extension of Himself and placing it on earth so that it can oversee the rest of the creation. Wow, that sounds awesome. So what does it mean that has been created in God's image and likeness? Here is the answer. This means a part of what God's dimension is, because I believe what makes God is infinite, is so big, is so huge, and no mind can fathom. But a part of what God is, or a part of God's material, I believe, is these three things. 1, character. 2, wisdom. And 3, power. Character, how? God has got characteristics, and if you were to define the same or list the same using human terminologies, and of course what we find in the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, would highlight some of the characteristics as follows. 1, God is kind, God is caring, God is forgiving, God is merciful, God is jealous, God is humble, God is wise, God is full of knowledge. All these are the characteristics of God. God is holy, meaning that God has got moral standards which are so high. And I believe even a better picture would be found in the person of Jesus Christ, who is God the Son. When He came here on earth, how He used to interact with people, how He responded to every entreatment He got from men, how He responded to people's needs. That reveals the character of God, and probably is what I've just enlisted. And I believe also the fruit of the Spirit will still highlight the character of God, which is love, peace, gentleness, humility, self-control, and the rest of what entails the fruit of the Holy Spirit. So I believe all of us as men, we are carriers of the character of God. And I believe that is why everybody, regardless of if they say they are born again or they are a Christian or not, deep down, every human being, there's some moral consciousness which tells someone that when you are doing this to this particular person, when you are doing this particular wrong thing or negative thing to this particular resource, you are doing the wrong thing. And I want to tell you, and I want to say, it is that consciousness which confirms deep within everybody is the character of God in all those dimensions. Therefore, every man carries the character of God as part of their nature. Number 2 is wisdom. I believe when God was creating the earth and everything therein, He was applying His nature of wisdom. How? Scientists have tried to research, be it in geography, be it in physics, or every other realm where scientists do their research. And when they have been researching to seek to understand Earth, they have been discovering that the Earth was knit carefully and excellently to support the life systems which are found here on Earth. Probably when they were looking at how, like, what encompasses the Earth, especially the solid matter, they discovered that it is in layers. There is a layer which we do agriculture on. There is another layer beneath that then there's water, there's another layer all the way to the center of the earth. When they were studying the space, they said that the atmosphere which we have oxygen, there's then the atmosphere which is above that one, all the way to where the sun is. So whenever they were studying everything which encompasses the earth, they came to a conclusion that all this was put together or knit together by a being which had outstanding wisdom. And that is why I believe every formula scientist discovers which runs life here on earth is a step in understanding the wisdom of God. And I believe all of us carry this kind of wisdom, which is the wisdom for creation or creativity, which is the wisdom for innovation, which is the wisdom for cultivating and taking care of every resource around us, and also improving anything that we found within our hands. Then the last one is power, and this is a little bit sensitive, and this is whereby we find ourselves, we have to operate in courage. This is where when we find ourselves, we have to conquer challenges, and also this extends to the power of doing miracles, the power of doing wonders and signs. And this also includes being in a reality and in an atmosphere or in a mentality that you can achieve anything, you can go for any goal and have it and make it yours. That is power. And I believe whenever any human being settles down and decides, I'm going to activate the God's nature in me of character, of wisdom, and of power, that particular human being becomes unstoppable, be it in their spiritual life, be it in academic life or intellectual life, be it in business or investment, that particular, even in career or profession, that particular individual becomes unstoppable and they lead the rest of us. So today, if you're a young person, if you're a middle-aged person, if you are probably of advanced in age, I want to tell you, there's still time for you to settle down and seek to activate the character of God in you, the wisdom of God in you, and the power of God in you. Maybe out of your discipline to activate those three things, you are going to come with innovations which are going to lead the entire human society to the next awesome, quality, and exuberant future. Thank you, John Murikanki, making it alive.